Hi everybody, this is Ellie. Thanks so much for joining me today for a flip through of the month of August in my Hobonichi cousin Avec. I still have my Avec in this clear vinyl cover by Phelps Designs with a piece of scrapbook paper inside. I love this wood look and how minimal it feels. Not much has changed here. I still have this Hobonichi folder where I keep any current kits that I'm using. So this is the current week. These are the monthly stickers from Shine Sticker Studio that I use on the monthly spreads. And these are some leftovers from other sticker kits that I've just been putting on sticker release paper. This way I can use them on weeks where I don't have a specific theme or kit and I just want to use them. So they're in here to help me do that. This was a card I received a while ago and I want to include in the pages somewhere. And this came in my Sailor Shikiori brush pen packaging. I got rid of the packaging since I keep it in a pen pouch, but this has all the colors and the names and I keep it up here for reference. On my yearly index, I'm using it the exact same way. So I kept track of my Instagram followers, my YouTube subscribers, and if I earned any money from Google AdSense. Wrote down the 4 videos on the days that they went live and did not use this bottom box for anything. I was thinking before I started filming, I might just put a sticker in the bottom of each month. I don't know if I can get it to relate to the videos or maybe just something that represents the month to me. But I do have a lot of stickers and I clearly haven't been using this space for anything else. So that's an option that you may see in the future. I stuck with the minimal theme for my monthly August calendar. This is a sticker from AllyCats Shop and I do my writing with the Uniball Signo in the 0.38. I like seeing a memory a day in such a clean and minimal format. And I've actually been doing these monthlies at the end of the month altogether. It takes me no more than 10 minutes because I use my bullet journal Calendex to reference memories from that day. And then if I need to, I can flip to the daily pages for specifics, but usually the Calendex is enough for me to pull from. So really, really love this spread and will probably continue with the minimal style for September at least, and maybe even beyond. I loved when I did it with stickers too, but this is what I'm feeling right now. August has been one of my favorite months in the cousin in 2021. It is not entirely full or complete. There's still plenty of blank pages, but I'm liking my process more. I'm liking that I'm in the weeklies. Here, you saw this one, I think, at the end of July, but this is where August started. I didn't use a kit here, just washi that I had. The first week, this is a kit from Virgo and Paper, which is beautiful. I do use some of the boxes as well, and I just like how it comes together. I have my stamps here from Carbon Stamps, which are so cute and perfectly sized, in my opinion, for the cousin. And I use washi dots on the days that I didn't do any intentional movement. This is the same Uniball Signo in here, and I do love using these tiny icon stickers. I think all of them on this spread are from PlannerMonkeyCo, yep, and they fit really well, and I just like that minimal vibe. Speaking of PlannerMonkeyCo, if you didn't see on Instagram, I was chosen to be part of her PR team starting in September and carrying through to the end of February, I believe. So that was really exciting. It's the first PR team that I've applied for, and if you followed me for a while, you know that I've been using Sydney's stickers for probably close to a year now. They just fit with how I like to plan. So I do have a code, which is Ellie15 for a discount. And if you mention my name, there is also a freebie as well. I'll put an image on the screen of it. It's super cute. I got to choose which stickers I wanted, and I tried to choose stickers that incorporated planning, wellness or self-care, and connection, because that's what this community is to me and has been for me. So I just wanted that represented in a super cute little freebie. So anyways, no pressure to use it. There's a number of other wonderful people on the PR team, but I will leave the information below. We've got my overview here. So we celebrated Paul's grandma's 100th birthday on the 3rd, which was really special. And I had this cake from the Coffee Monsters Co. I put here. It was a civic holiday on the Monday, so my family and I took our bikes to the park. Well, some people took bikes, some of us walked and played frisbee, and it was just really nice. This was a nice week, and I like how it turned out. This week here, I didn't use a kit, just washi again. This was from a friend, and this was from Etsy years ago. You'll see I stopped leaving the space at the top for the movement, and that's because when I looked back, I hadn't been very consistent, and that's okay. It's a cycle, it ebbs and flows for me, and I know that, but I also didn't want to leave a designated space. So I'm just incorporating it right now, right into the daily section, and look at that little stick figure dancing. I found that on Pinterest, I think, and I just copied it, and I think it's so cute. Had some appointments, so here's where I'm using old sticker kits. We went to the glasses place, cleaned my desk, did some swimming, baseball, all things that I want to remember from this week. Oh, I did go back here to leaving a space. Well, at some point I stopped doing that because again, this was just 1 week where I did yoga, which was great, but I could use this space for other things. Although I will say I do really like how the washi dots look here, and the set I got came with so many that there's quite a good color selection, and I can definitely find something that complements the kit or the washis that I'm using. This is when we had family friends come. I posted some pictures of their dog and everything. I love this little sticker from Happy Dea. I always use it for any sort of group gathering in my mind. That's what it represents, or hanging out or spending time together. Barbecue, that's from PlannerMonkeyCo again. Did some shopping. This came with the Virgo and Paper kit. Here I drew in this bagel when my brother and his girlfriend brought back Montreal bagels. I love how this turned out, and they were so delicious. This was when we were with the dog, another little line drawing. Phoned a friend, we celebrated my dad's birthday. No space for my movement, and that carried over until this first week of September. This week ended up having a few larger blank spaces, so I just doodled in some florals, and I like how that turned out. I do really like for the color in these spreads to mostly be from the washi tapes and these stickers. I do try to keep all of the icons as minimal as possible. I love really colorful spreads. This is just how I choose to do mine for now, and it's been going well. And you'll see here, this is just the current week's setup at the beginning of the week. So usually when I'm doing these, I will sit down at the end of the week and fill it all in, again, pulling from my bullet journal. Sometimes I might pop in here midweek if I'm in the mood, if I have time, and do 3 or 4 days, and then the rest at the end of the week. And sometimes I will set this up ahead of time. I'll lay down a kit if I'm using it, or the washi tape, and other times I will do it all at the end of the week at once. It just depends on my mood, what I'm feeling like, my timing. And here I'm going to try the sticker of the day at the top, just because I've noticed that although I've been varying my washi placements, my stickers have all been here, so it is starting to feel a little bit thicker here. So we will see how I like it up here. And then we move into the dailies. I did a very similar spread for July, and I really liked it, so I just tear some scrap paper. Here are the monthly stickers that I showed, and I've put on a washi tape from Together with KX. I love the colors here, all those warm browns. So had some good TV watching in August, watching the Jays. We finished Loki on Disney+. I rewatched Ted Lasso season 1, and we were also watching The White Lotus. Eating Montreal bagels. Creating memory pages with photos. I did more photo printing this month than I usually do, and I love it. Needing to work on rebuilding routines. all that good stuff, some highlights, the 100th birthday tea, visited some friends, baseball. My dad retired this month, which was well deserved. And then we move into the dailies. So I actually approached the dailies a little bit differently this month, and I think that might be why I enjoyed the process so much more. I did some pre-decorating on a few pages, but what I ended up doing is towards the end of the month, I started going through all of my photos from August and printing out any that I wanted to journal about. So some of them I printed with my HP Sprocket printer, and some of them I just printed from Microsoft Word on regular printer paper, which the quality obviously isn't as good, but it's significantly less expensive. I don't have unlimited zinc paper for my little printer. So instead of feeling like I had to come to this every day, I just did it in a couple of big chunks, and I really liked that process. So we will see. I'm definitely going to play around with it. I was able to pull out, for example, my little folder with scrapbook images that I've pulled from magazines, and this was great. It's the day that we went biking. So there's my mom, my dad, my brother, Paul and I with the frisbee, and we brought my grandma, and she just sat in a chair and watched, which is what she was most comfortable with. So really nice. Hello August, I used my Sailor Shikiori there. This was Paul's grandmother's birthday, so I printed out some pictures. I had this left over from some washi sticker flakes, so I thought that was perfect. She had a sweet quote. She was like, "Oh, my birthday wish is to live 100 more years, except this time I'd like to start going backwards." She is so sweet and so sharp, and just she was so happy to see us all outside safely. We had a tea party, and it was really nice. This is when we visited friends. I did some doodles to kind of show what we did that day, walked in a park and then downtown, ordered a bento box for lunch and ate it on their terrace, and then had a visit. I'm still including my thumbnails for my videos. Oh, it's just started raining. In case you hear raindrops in the background, I'm right beside the window. Here I had put down some washi tape from the Coffee Monsters Co. This is just a diagram. My brother ends up drawing tons of these little diagrams for me because I am a visual learner and I have a hard time picturing what he's describing sometimes. So I just threw one in here because I like it. I know exactly what this is when I'm looking at it. I had some doodles of my name. Just taped those in here because I liked how they turned out. I printed off that Instagram story, the 8 facts about me. This is one of my favorite stories I've done. I had fun thinking of facts to choose, and I included this custom portrait that Bree at Documented Journey did of me, which I love. Baseball in Burlington. I love when it turns to twilight and everything just seems like a shadow except for the baseball lights. This is some washi tape that Robin had sent me from London Gifties, which is beautiful. This is a picture I had from years and years ago. I had drawn it to kind of represent anxiety in an old sketchbook. So I was going through the sketchbook and taking out things that were literally just scribbles, some of them, but I liked that. It still rings true, so I just glued it in here. Just writing about some happy mail that I received from Once More with Love and Caffeine and Paper Co. A quote about unexpected kindness. It says, "Unexpected kindness is the most powerful, least costly, and most underrated agent of human change," by Bob Carey. And I had ordered some baseball stickers from Once More with Love, and I had just written a little note about how I love seeing her dog Sophie and that we had lost Desi, and Marg was kind enough to just include a little card and note, and it was sweet and thoughtful and a perfect example of one of the reasons that I love this community. I have had so many truly wonderful interactions, so thank you all. Nothing on this page. I had this saved to use at some point. March 30th is my birthday, and I just love this. Tiggers don't march, they bounce. You can just see how sassy he is in that moment. I glued in the August calendar from 3 years apart And here is my Stationery Stockpile Challenge collab with Daksina for August. This one was samplers. I love how that turned out. It's super cute, even though I had to kind of cut off the bottom there due to my poor measurements if you watch the video, or just my total lack of measurements. Oh, that's one of the stickers that used to be down here. Glad I found another space for it. I hadn't used my fountain pens in a month or two, which I know is bad for them, so I was trying to get them going again and just playing in here. I don't know if the camera's picking up the sheen at all. A little bit there. So anyways, it is fun to play with them, and I am going to try and get in them more consistently. That's a goal I have going forward. This was the Once More with Love envelope. It was just, there were so many cute critters. I just cut them out and framed my page, I guess. This was when I got my haircut. I printed out the before and after pictures, and I really like that. I don't usually have dramatic before and afters, but since it had been, you know, close to 2 years, felt good to see the difference. Here's when we took our family friend's dog to my brother's baseball game. He's just a puppy, but he is a big puppy, so it was fun. He was very energetic and we didn't stay long, but it was really, really nice. It was a hot night. My brother was playing center field in this picture, which you can barely see through the fence, but we really enjoyed ourselves and we're left with some funny memories. Here I was with my brother and the dog when everybody else was out, so that was nice. I just wrote about that. This is one of my favorite gel pens. It's one of the vintage Sarasas in the camel color, so really pretty and went really nicely with all of these kind of warm yellow orangey tapes. Use this little emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark a phone chat with a friend. Wrote about my brother's first playoff game. Good luck, asked the dog. The dog was maybe lucky. Some more Coffee Monsters Co. washi here. Posted a video that day. Playoffs continued. Here I used some stickers just to represent how that day went. We had a little outdoor celebration for my dad's birthday, a barbecue, some ice cream cake, which was so delicious and refreshing. My dad opening up a sweatsuit. We got him a Roots sweatsuit, both for his birthday and his retirement. So hopefully he enjoys wearing that. And there I am with Gussie. He was a snuggly dog, all 44 pounds of him. And the 31st, I didn't have anything to write about, but I did have this image of a dog cut out of a magazine, and it was the day that they left, so that felt perfect. So like I said, August was a good month for me in my cousin. I feel like I'm starting to find my groove in it more. And part of that is realizing the timing that works best for me. I had never really considered back planning in here. Is that what this would be called? I guess so, because I'm doing it after the fact. But usually I see people doing that more in sticker kit form, so I had never thought it applied to this. I do like sitting down once things have already happened and being able to do it in stages. So I had printed out all the pictures I wanted, I had glued them on the days, and then a separate day I had started going in and journaling, and all of that just kind of added up, and I felt like I was building layers and seeing it come together. I originally thought that I needed to be in here every day, and that created more stress than anything else for me personally. So this is a great alternative, and we'll see. This is the first month I've done this. It was unexpected. I didn't plan to do it. I just realized that it was near the end of the month and I hadn't been in here. So I will probably intentionally try it again in September, or some version of it. I do also like pre-decorating my pages, so I think it'll be about finding a balance. When it comes to just writing or emotional or stream of consciousness journaling, that's what I use my morning pages for. So this is a much more intentional notebook. And now that I fully recognize that, I think it will help me if I use it that way. This is all trial and error, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and enjoying the process. Blank pages, still fine. And yeah, this is my cousin. I'd love to know if you use a cousin or any sort of similar memory keeping format, how do you get into it, or when do you get into it? Is it a daily thing for you, mornings, evenings? Do you kind of batch it like I'm talking about? I'm just always interested in other people's approaches. If you feel like sharing, you can go ahead and leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.